Good morning, Facebook friends. It's been forever since I've done a video, and I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, sending Darren off to work and mulling over how I'm going to say what I want to say today. Because I'm on a mission to try and do something really inspiring and really good, and I really feel blessed to know the people that I do who might want to help me do that. So I'm going to start with a story. About a few months ago, I was really struggling. My laptop had died, and it was making it impossible to find work projects, and wasn't keeping up with the bills. And I put a post on Facebook explaining my situation, and I have 1,000 people on my Facebook, not all of which I've met, and a complete stranger to me offered to help, and sent me a brand new laptop from Best Buy that arrived 3 days later and blew me away. I also had, close to a dozen other friends offer to send me e-transfers for money, and I ended up turning half of them down because I wasn't looking for more than I needed that day, and I was blown away with that. And I realized just how lucky I am to have the type of community that I believe has known me over the years to be someone who has really put a lot of energy and effort into trying to do good things for people, and feeling that reciprocated in a time that I needed it. It was around then that Darren started asking me if I would do a GoFundMe campaign for him. He works so hard, but we are still just scraping by, trying to meet the basics. And there's some things that would really make a difference for him. And after a couple months of asking me, and me just feeling shy about not wanting to ask, my community for help again, even though it wasn't selfish, it felt, I don't know, I was shy about it. He went and set up his own campaign. But when he realized that it would take some work to share it, he doesn't have the same village as I do, in terms of being able to reach out and ask for that support, and it be received by people who are in a position to help. So I've hummed and hawed about this, and now I've got 2 special occasions coming up in the next couple days. Tomorrow marks a year from the day that me and Darren first met. And he has a heart just like mine. Anytime we go out anywhere, he's always looking for ways to do random acts of kindness for people. And here at home, he's been phenomenal with my daughter and with me. And I want to do something good for him. I want him to have an awesome birthday. So today I'm going to share the link for his GoFundMe account. Now, I'll post it here. It's GoFundMe.com/dreaminmusic with dashes in between there. Or if anybody felt like sending, direct emails, email transfers, it's darren.plays.piano@gmail.com. What he created the post for was looking for some equipment to be able to share his music more widely. He is a beautiful, beautiful piano player, and I've been encouraging him to maybe get out there and try and share that with people. Go try busking, or seeing where that might lead him. And so he's been looking for a piano stand and possibly an amp and battery to be able to take his keyboard out. But there's some other things too that if this were received by people in a way that wanted to help support, who want to support somebody who really just has never had an experience like this. He just hasn't. Then there's some other pressing things that while we're trying to maintain the basics, that are a bit above and beyond what we've been able to do here. So one of those things, and probably would come before getting piano equipment, is that he shattered his phone last week, and you know he's been looking for work and using my phone, and you know he was able to find work this weekend. He's out there, you know, hauling gravel all day. So that's number one. Yes, obviously the piano equipment, but you know he's also had a tooth that we haven't been able to afford the extraction for. He doesn't have benefits coverage, and it's about $400 for that. And you know, and it hurts me to see him suffering every day with that, and the pain that's been causing him. And if it were to even potentially get a step further than that, you know, he spent a few years after high school living on the streets, and during that time, got caught a few times hopping on transit, and had some fines from that, about $700 in transit fines that are now preventing him from being able to get his driver's license. And you know, for the line of work that he's in landscaping, you know, it would make a considerable difference to be able to have that as a qualification. So I'm not sure, you know, I'm just putting it out to my Facebook universe today. I'd like to make his birthday really special. I would like to show him that there are people out there in the world that want to help people move forward and get beyond just striving to keep a roof over our heads and food in our stomachs. So I'm going to leave it at that. If anybody has any questions, you can message me on Facebook. I'm going to share this link again. GoFundMe.com/DreamandMusic for his own version, in his own words, of why he could use the help. And, or if people, you know, people are friends, would rather just send something directly, his email address is darren.plays.piano@gmail.com. I'm showing on the screen here is coming up as backwards writing. I'm not sure if that stays in the way it is on the video. But anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that.